YouTubers, and welcome back to the HolzMichel channel and another Hot Shop Tips in random lengths. In the last video we kind of looked at a challenge in work holding and how to basically hold a workpiece without holding it, so to speak. And so the solution was to use double-sided tape to stick it to a substrate board and then be able to cut the work that we're looking for out of the piece we're gluing to the top. Now the reason for that was so that the finished product can be released from the substrate without damaging it. So in working with this stuff, you got to peel away the backing of the double-sided tape, and that presented a real challenge in and of itself. And so in working with this stuff, I discovered a kind of a nifty little way of getting this stuff, or the backing, off the double-sided tape without, one, damaging the tape, and then two, without damaging, of course, the backing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's inexpendable anyway. But in order to peel it off, you don't want to really tear it up all that much. And in order to, get the board to stick to the thing together, stick to the substrate a little better, you don't want to tear up your double-sided sticky tape too much either, because at some point the adhesive just quits to stick, quits sticking to this, to the respective work pieces, and so then you've got a different holding problem. So let me bring the camera around, the camera around here and show you how I discovered, quite by accident. Now, some of you probably already know this, and so if there's any thoughts on the subject, by all means, put them in the comment section below. It's always good to have a little bit of supplemental monologue, or supplement to the monologue in the video. So, but let me bring the camera around here and show you just how easy this stuff can be to remove, because trying to dig your thumbnail under there and pull it off, you got the sticky tape sticking to your thumbnail, and then or you're poking yourself into your nail bed and stuff like that. Becomes a real pain in the ass. So this is a really slick way of getting the stuff off. So let me bring the camera around here. So this is our material here. We've got an MDF board that we're going to glue our olive wood board to and cut our discs out. And so now we've got our tape here stuck to the board. Now, how do you get this stuff off? Now, you can sit there and pick at it, which of course works, or you can take your knife. In this case, I'm just going to use my pocket knife here, good old trusty dusty Leatherman. So what you do is you flip the thing upside down to where the cutting edge is pointing up, and just stick it underneath there a little bit, and then you got a corner lifted up, and then you don't damage your sticky tape, but you are lifting a corner so that you can grab it without doing any damage to your substrate. And then if you want, you can always come back and reinforce with the knife later, just to pick it up and pull it loose. Notice how this one was kind of a pain in the ass, because this is the first one we did with the thumbnail. And so now you can pull this stuff off, and Bob's your uncle. Well, YouTubers, that's a wrap for this episode of Hot Shop Tips in Random Lengths. Hope you were able to get a little useful information out of that. If you have any thoughts, comments, critiques, or suggestions, by all means, have at it to your heart's content in the comment section below. It's always good to have a little bit of supplemental, hick-hack back and forth in the comment section as a supplement to the monologue of the videos. And every little bit of traffic that the video gets does help the channel grow. As you've noticed, the channel has been, for some of the older subscribers, the channel has been monetized. It was a decision I didn't take lightly. There's a few things I've got to do in the next few years. Then this is one way I was kind of hoping to be able to reach that goal a little sooner. So If you have the time, by all means, just let the ads play, and that helps out the channel immensely monetarily. So anyway, with that, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And we'll hope to see you guys again very soon in the next episode of Hot Shop Tips in Random Lengths.